Welcome to the Sun Belt Baseball Championship presented by Troy University. We're joined now by Troy, led by head coach Skylar Meade. Coach, would you introduce your player and give us an update?
We have Steve Meier, our left-handed hitting center fielder.
An opening statement, please, Coach.
Yeah, so obviously, we were going to throw all the bullets, obviously, within reason at it. And, we shot our shot there. Drew, I thought he was very, very good. Starting, we got there. We had asked him on the bus to get 3 to 6 outs, and you're going to get greedy with the lack of arms that we had left. And, and look, it obviously backfired, so I'll wear it. But Alonso had struck out, Urban, who's such a stud. Like, he's so good. He hit the home run game 1 off Frida, professional arm, last year to give him a lead. And he struck him out 4 different times on, breaking balls, both of his breaking balls. And you're going to shoot your shot there. He hits 480 against lefties, and he'd seen all 4 pitches from Drew. And so we were going to take our shot, right? You got to take your shot at some point to win the game, right? That was the moment where if we're going to have a shot, which part of it, I don't know how we kept the game, how we did. I don't. But I do, because our guys are uber competitive and they absolutely fought their tails off. But we had to take a shot. Our guys were asking them. And I say this all the time. I know Steve's heard, even though he's not a pitcher, like, I'm incredibly protective of what we do with our arms throughout the year. And I understand sometimes that may cost a game early in the year because I'm not going to bounce a guy back, but it's tourney play. And we've had kid gloves on him for 9 months, and it was go time. And I commend Alonso. And you know what? Had we come back in that game, the most impressive part was he had the deflating, he made a pitch that wasn't good, and an elite player got it. And then he got the next 3 guys out, 2 in that 1 inning, and then the leadoff when Russo does what he does, which is 10 pitch at bat, and he won. Had Pine gotten a ball in the hole there, the game's 6-2 because of that. And so I would do it 100 times in a row again, especially Drew having thrown 3 days in a row, which Drew hasn't thrown 3 days in a row in his life. And we have more baseball to go. And so I also want to be intelligent. So I do want to say one thing, not about what you guys probably think I'm going to do. I think Colby Allen is the best competitor I've ever been against in my entire life. And I've gotten to know him a little bit over the years, and there's obviously tons of great athletes, competitors, maybe guys with better arms, all that. I think he's the best competitor I've ever encountered. And he's a kid, like, cartwheels probably isn't the adequate description of what I would do to coach like that guy. He's incredible. And I know that, like, Oz and Gunnar have done an amazing job with him. But there's just, go through and watch what he does. It's one of the best. It's the best competitor I've ever seen in 19 years of coaching. And if you want to count the 5 years of being in college baseball, I think he's the absolute best. And I just wanted to say that because, not that my words matter, but man, he's just incredible. So that's what I got. Obviously, open up for questions.
All right, no other questions, guys.
Coach, now that a bit of the tournament's kind of out of your hands now, what would your pitch be if you needed to make the field 64?
So you just want to go right there, huh? You guys just want to see. This is what goes on every year. 23, 24, 25, and 26. Well, I'm going to do different. There's a movie where there's a line. I won't say it. Someone might not like it. There's a movie where I'm not going to do what you all think I'm going to do. I don't think there needs to be a pitch. Hey, you guys were left out last year. Winning all the weekends isn't as important because we were the last team last year. Okay. Your RPI needs to get better. It fell to 45 at the end. Well, it's 34. Well, your non-con strength of schedule was 14. Like, that's good, but it was number 1 yesterday, 4 or 5 hours. Now, I did refresh when I wasn't sleeping at 3 a.m., and I apologize. I didn't do good enough. It was 2. My bad, guys. Our overall strength of schedule, because we just played this behemoth, is probably up to 6 or 7. And just so you know, and this isn't even something we post, I'm not going to be a beggar, but we were 2-6 when he couldn't play, and he's pretty good. He's sitting here in the press conference. He's a dude, okay? I could go down it. There is no pitch. We won all the weekends. We finished tied for 3rd in this league again. We won the games here. I'm not going to Skylar, you're 32. Yeah, go play our schedule. Good luck. Right? We took our circus on the road left and right. We played a zillion conference champions. Even just another conference champion, Florida A&M and Alabama State, who we played both home and home, okay? Our only teams that are in Quad 4 are playing in the championship and the SWAC right now, okay? So their numbers will help us because they're both continuing to play and win. And I could go through every team of the Campbells and the Mercers and da-da-da-da-da. Y'all can look at the schedule. It's not a pitch. There should be 4 teams in this league, maybe 5. But if there's 4, I can tell you who's in the 4. It does not take a trained eye. We are that. And I'm not one that, we didn't dodge games. You guys open it up. You want it for me. Here you go. We didn't dodge games. We had 4 games that got stopped in the second or third inning. We could have never played and maybe canceled them earlier or changed things. And we tried to play, right? Am I a fan of those games, right? Did I like it? Texas State when Ben Stubbs is shoving and then we have a 3-hour delay and I'm not going to bring my guy back because he's going to play professional baseball and we end up losing? Yeah, I'd like that. I would like for that not to happen. I could go down a list. I won't because you guys don't need me for 30 minutes, but we better be in. We're here every year. Troy, how is Troy in that conversation every year? Because we're pretty awesome. We are. And you know what? Hey, you guys got to beat Southern Miss. You got to make it happen. You got to do it. We didn't get it done Thursday night. We owned the game for 26 outs. Okay. Get your hearts ripped out. You know what? Let's test Troy. Their coach talks about their culture a lot. Is it for real? Is it what we did yesterday? It's curtains. We will be in. Point blank. So I appreciate you asking. I told the team that I'm going to go hard, and I could go a lot harder, but I won't. So I know everyone's working, but we'll be on a lot of content. I tell our guys to stay off social media. We'll be posting a lot of content. 21 top 100 wins. Okay, that's awesome. All the quad 1 wins, all the quad 1 games. 34, number 1 or number 2. It will happen. It will happen. People can't be blind to that. They can't be. I hope it's not going to happen 3 years in a row. I can tell you that much. So I love all those people in that room, but come on, they know.
Could follow that up. Have they said anything to you coaches about the metrics they're using this year? Because it seems like every year the metrics change. The metrics that they're using maybe this year might not be the same metrics as they were last year. Have they conveyed that message what they're going to be highlighting this year?
You trying to get me in trouble?
No, absolutely not.
I like you. Look, I'm on the regional advisory committee, so I get to sit there with 5 ADs and Sam, and who does an amazing job, by the way. Not just saying actually standing in front. I've been singing his praises off camera too. But we talk about all of it. We break it all down, and being a great team and having good metrics and challenging yourself to the highest degree and not canceling games seems to be important. Check, 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 check. So, listen, we're also not a mid-major league, okay? Let's just stop kidding ourselves. It's a top league. So top leagues need to go in. We don't need teams that, are at the bottom of their, power leagues that are going in. We just don't need that. And you know what? I coached in the SEC. I coached in the Big Ten before that. And I know how it works. I don't care. I'm fighting for our team and I fight for our league, and we keep doing what's asked, right? They said win series. Well, or don't get swept. I know we got punished for the Southern Miss sweeping us late last year. Well, we didn't get swept. This went an entire year. I heard another coach from another program talking about that. Well, guess what? We can tout that too, right? But with way tougher challenges that we went through. And we have awesome players. We have this guy. Blake Covell's awesome. I know he wasn't good early. Look at the numbers in league. He's number 2 in OPS since league play started. That's pretty good. Jimmy Janicki better be on Team USA. Aaron Piesegi's one of the best bat-the-ball guys in the world. Tommy Egan's 3rd in the league in strikeouts. Ben Stubbs, a lefty, throwing 97. Look at our bullpen. Look at Zach Crotchfeld. You kidding me? That guy could have got outs in the big leagues this week. He's a dude. So you want to see dudes? Bring Troy. People aren't going to go, oh, man, I'm excited. They shouldn't have got in. No. Our guys are awesome. They're killers. It's what will happen. I promise you.
So just follow up. You mentioned about the depth of this league and how great this league is. How have you seen it kind of develop over the last 2 or 3 years? Because it really seems like the Sun Belt is among the SEC, the ACC, is probably that third Power 4 conference, per se.
Well, I'm going to give them their due. It certainly helps when you add Southern Miss. They're okay, right? They've won 40 games for 45 straight years. So, the additions were great, and the retention's been great, and people have invested in this league. I mean, look, I think Coach Silva is one of the best coaches in this country, okay? Their RPI is sitting at 58, and they did not make our conference tournament. You want to talk about league depth? They finished 11th, and they're really good, and they're incredibly well coached. and they didn't make our conference tournament. Okay, that's what this league is. It's a beast. Even teams that might not have the cachet have dudes. And so, yeah, it's absolutely challenging. It's what prepares guys like Steve to hopefully play beyond here. The challenges that you get in such an outstanding baseball league.
Steve, I'm curious, when you're facing a guy like Colby out on the mound, the coach was just talking about his intensity and competitiveness. What's kind of the mindset for you guys as batters facing a dude like that?
Yeah, I mean, you know he's going to give you his best, and you know that he's going to ride us the entire game if he can, and he went and did that. But the approach is really simple. You got to get him up, and you got to put a good swing on a pitch that you can handle. And so, tried my best at that and got a couple of them, and tried to get some momentum rolling for us.
Steven, just to add to that, maybe it's a similar answer, but you guys' offense is very impressive. It feels like you guys are never out of the game, no matter what score. Tell me about the mentality you guys have as a lineup for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just whoever is the job and doing that job. Like, and guys being pumped to get a sac bunt, guys wanting to move a baseball to the pull side to get turns out we got a roller through the 4-hole, we score 2 runs. Like, getting guys on base, getting hit by pitch and walked, and all that has been really fun because it's what we've been harping on all in the season is just playing in team, like bouncing off each other and using that all together. And so the offense has really come that way around and been able to really work together like that.
Steve, what was your message to your teammates, heading into these next 24 hours to stay focused, stay ready for regional? What's the message to your teammates?
There's no message right now yet. The message of the weekend was be unafraid to give it all out. Be unafraid to burn and die. Whatever it took, we were giving it. Cross did it yesterday, coming off a 9th inning against South Isle where he hurried up to ramp up in the bullpen to throwing. The game that he threw after that was the most impressive pitching performance I've ever seen. And then just everyone past that, like everyone going in to give their all and crash and burn. Be willing to do that. That's all we needed right now, and that's what we'll go with tomorrow when we get to tomorrow.
Any final questions? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.